Hi YouTube, I'm Tim, and welcome to part 3 of my DVD and Blu-ray update for April 2019. After this, I just have 3 more packages coming. Yeah, after tonight, I've got 2 more packages coming from Shout Factory and 1 more Amazon Prime package, and that'll be it for April. So first up, my first package from shoutfactory.com. Last time I had showed off the complete first season of Fantasy Island. I bought off of Amazon Prime. Well, I bought the complete second season directly from Shout Factory. And this has some interesting guest stars. I bought this mainly for one episode wanted to see, but this has got pretty good cast of guest stars. This is what it says on the back of it. It says, "It's the place where your dreams become reality, where your greatest potential is realized, your wildest desires are fulfilled, and your deepest love is requited. Step off the plane and let your worries slip away as your distinguished host, Mr. Ricardo Montalban, and his lovable sidekick, Tattoo Velasquez, graciously welcome you to Fantasy Island." The second season of this unforgettable series saw fantasies from all walks of life granted and featured notable guest appearances from some of Hollywood's biggest and rising television and film stars, including Cassandra Peterson, Miss Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, Sonny Bono, The Sonny and Cher Show, John Astin, The Addams Family, Jonathan Frakes, Star Trek The Next Generation, Playboy Playmate Barbie Benton, Sid Charisse, Singin' in the Rain, Michelle Pfeiffer, The Fabulous Baker Boys, Leslie Nielsen, The Naked Gun, Mamie Van Doren, Teacher's Pet, Don Knotts, The Andy Griffith Show, Cesar Romero, Batman, Janet Leigh, Psycho, singer Tony Tennille, Miss America Marianne Mobley, Roddy McDowell, Planet of the Apes, and talk show legend Regis Philbin, American Sweetheart Annette Funicello, and many, many more. And it's not rated, it's a 1.33 full frame, closed captioned in English, running times plus minus 19 hours. Yeah, it's licensed from Sony, Region 1 locked. So it's Season 2, and it's, I don't know how many discs, but it's, for Season 2, it's 25. It's all 25 episodes of the second season as originally aired. It's a little bit loose in there, but I don't think anything got broken. Even though there was another set that I ordered. I ordered the complete series of Tales of the Gold Monkey directly from Shout Factory. They lowered the price, and I'm assuming this is going out of print because Amazon Prime doesn't even have this one. These are a little bit loose in there. This is the one short-lived 80s TV show that was inspired by Raiders of the Lost Ark. I believe it lasted for one season and then was canceled, but the USA Network later rerun it on Saturdays in the later part of the 80s. This is first aired in 1982 on ABC. In a backwater corner of the South Pacific, a young American adventurer and his raging and his ragtag group of friends become involved in death-defying hijinks, transporting people on the run in a well-worn Grumman seaplane set in 1938. The series captures the ambiance and character of a mysterious romantic era. Broadcast on ABC in 1982, the series became a massive hit following the success of Indiana Jones's Raiders of the Lost Ark. Fabulous Films proudly present the complete series for your entertainment pleasure. Finally, on DVD, special features the original old double-length pilot episode and the complete 20-episode series. Brand new 36-minute making-of documentary with Stephen Collins played Jake Cutter and Caitlin O'Heaney played Sarah Stickney White. And then and it's got Tom Green, the writer-producer, and Harvey Laidman, director. So they all appear in the making of documentary. And then audio commentaries on 5 episodes, cast biographies, character biographies, fact file, episode synopsises, series synopsis, stills gallery, and Caitlin's original costume gallery, artifacts gallery, and a 24-page booklet. It says this DVD release is dedicated to the memory of the late, great Jeff McCain, who's one of the actors on the show. And, yeah, Roddy McDowall, I believe, passed as well. But it's licensed to Shout Factory from Fabulous Films and Universal. Yeah, it sounds like it's a little bit broken in there. I'm hoping that's just the casing. Yeah, it's a 6 DVD set. But just to be safe, I'm going to open this on camera. Make sure that none of the discs are broken. I just got this in the mail today, Wednesday, April 3rd. And the price was lowered, so I'm hoping the discs themselves are okay. Yeah, it looks like it's just a little bit of the casing is cracked. The discs themselves look okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's pretty nice. They give you a booklet. And it looks like they give you a summary of all the episodes in here. Plus they list the cast for every episode, including the pilot movie. So it's filmed by Universal Television, so... And there's the lead actress, Caitlin O'Heaney. You know, they killed her off on this show, and that's probably why the show didn't last, because she was like the star of it. I didn't know that Stephen Collins was on the show. He was in Star Trek The Motion Picture and Choke Canyon, and then he would go on to play Reverend Camden on TV's Seventh Heaven. But he played Indiana Jones like Jake Cutter on this show. Tales of the Gold Monkey, and just lists the episode summaries and just gives the cast list on every episode. So total 21 episodes, including the pilot movie. So, Tales of the Gold Monkey, complete series, Shout Factory, and then Fantasy Island Season 2 from Shout Factory, but it doesn't look like you get any extras for this. But you get a bunch of guest stars in every episode, looks like. So that's what I got from Shout Factory. I have some movies coming from Shout Factory, hopefully, this week. And then I ordered a few Blu-rays from Ronin Flicks. I'll show those last. But from Amazon Prime, this is mainly the rest of what I got from Amazon Prime. This thing up here swinging around. Now, I've got one other DVD coming from Amazon Prime, but I ordered some Hanna-Barbera Classic Collection cartoon DVDs, the Herculoids, the complete series, and this is one of those Warner Archive collection discs. It lists it as being a DVD download on the side, so it's manufactured on demand discs. They're all on full screen, 4x3, 1.37, and it's 374 minutes on 2 manufactured on demand DVDs. Travel to other galaxies without getting off the couch. This is one of those shows originally came on one of the network TVs on Saturday mornings back in the 60s. And then Cartoon Network and Boomerang later reran it. Somewhere out in deep space, out of the creative imagination of the animation aces of Hanna-Barbera Studios, live the Herculoids. Humanoid Xandor, along with his wife Tara and son Dorno, lead a group of unique creatures: Zoc the Flying Dragon, powerful simian Egu, who possesses rock-like skin, rhinoceros hybrid Tundro, and the protoplasmic wonders appropriately named Gloop and Gleep. Together they use their diverse super strengths to defend their utopian planet against attack from such sinister invaders as the pod creatures, reptons, and humatoids. For all family entertainment, this 18-episode, 2-disc collection of the Herculoids, the complete original animated series, is out of this world, literally. And I'm guessing there's no extras, just the 18 episodes, unless they snuck some trailers on here like they do on the pressed Warner Brothers DVDs. And also from Warner Archive Collection, more of the Hanna-Barbera Classic Collection, The New Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Complete series, more Warner Archive on-demand discs. It was one show that was part live action, part animated, where they had the kids from Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry, and Huckleberry Finn stories end up in a time warp where everything they encountered is just an animated cartoon. They're the only thing that's live action. I believe this is on 3 manufactured on-demand discs. At least that's what Amazon lists. Oh, it says this disc is expected to play in DVD video play-only devices and may not play in other DVD devices, including recorders and PC drives. It's also full frame, so adventure around every bend. Hanna-Barbera made one of its rare forays into primetime entertainment with this way ahead of its time mashup of American literature and fantasy adventure that mixes live action and animation. Set during the events of Mark Twain's classic Tom Sawyer, the series places Tom Sawyer, Kevin Schultz, Huck Finn, Michael Shea, and Becky Thatcher Luann Haslam in the deadly peril following Injun Joe's Ted Cassidy escape from the courtroom. Spotted by the revenge-minded renegade on a dark and stormy night, the trio flees into a cave and plunges into a series of fantastic adventures, each rendered in a unique style of animation. But whether they are in La Mancha, Lilliput, or ancient Greece, they continually encounter murderous villains, miscreants who all share the same face, the face of Injun Joe. And I don't know if this is actually on 3 manufactured on-demand DVDs or it's just one. It looks like they just listed as being one, but Amazon said it was on 3 DVD-Rs. It's full screen 4:3, 1.37, like originally aired back in the late 60s. So, The New Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Part animated and part live action. Primetime kids show. And then, since I've always liked Space Ghost and the Herculoids, I got the late 70s, early 80s Saturday morning cartoon series, Space Stars. I believe NBC aired this in either 1979 or 1980, and then USA Network reran most of it in the later part of the 80s, and then in the 90s, Cartoon Network reran it, and I believe Boomerang later reran it as well. So this has Space Ghost, the Herculoids, and Astro and the Space Mets, and Teen Force, who are them along with Astro and the Space Mets, are some of the new characters added into this Hanna-Barbera sci-fi universe. Get set for 60 laser blasting minutes of action. As the entire world went space crazy at the end of the 70s, Hanna-Barbera reconvened its sci-fi superstars Space Ghost and the Herculoids for another round of adventures, joining the 60s sci-fi faves in their interstellar battle against evil were newcomers Teen Force and Astro and the Space Mets. Yes, that Astro. But there's more to the story to know before you blast off on adventures as big as the cosmos itself. Get ready to enjoy Space Stars complete with the recently uncovered, never-before-seen space science segments restored in all their education glory. So I'm guessing that's stuff that was cut out from Saturday mornings. Race to Ace, or wait a minute, or Race to Learn Space Magic Tricks with Blip, and Streak to learn the space facts from Space Ace. Rock out to the synth wonder of the space mix, solve space mysteries deep in space with the Teen Force, and join the Herculoids to crack the space code. They're back for the first time ever. It's more from Warner Archive Collection in full screen, since that's the way it originally aired. And it's more manufactured on demand DVD-Rs, listed as being color 615 minutes. Well, New Adventures of Huckleberry Finn is 472 minutes, and the original Herculoids is 374. Space Stars is 615 minutes. This was an hour-long show. Featuring 4 different cartoons, and sometimes these overlapped into crossover episodes. And almost 22 minutes, so I'm almost done here. Yeah, my last package is 3 different Blu-rays, drive-in and cult movies from Ronin Flicks, and these are all Scorpion releasing titles. 2 are from Scorpion's Ronin Flicks deal with MGM. I got the Blu-ray edition of Angel Unchained, which I have on DVD. This has more extras. The DVD only had the trailer. This has got on-camera interviews with co-stars Larry Bishop and Jordan Rhodes, and it's in 1.85 anamorphic widescreen, region A locked, and it's rated PG-13, even though it's from 1970. I guess it got a re-rated for its DVD and Blu-ray releases. Here's what's listed on the back. After Angel Dawn Stroud, Death Weekend, and Sweet 16 decides he wants to make his own, he leaves his biker gang and joins a commune of hippies. There he falls for a free-spirited Marilee, Tin Daly, Cagney, and Lacey. However, trouble soon arises when a band of raucous cowboys and dune buggies harass the hippies, trying to force them off the land. Jonathan Luke Askew, Dune Warriors, the commune's leader, ask Angel to call his biker pals to lend support. The gang arrives, but they have their own chaotic agenda until they meet head-to-head with the cowboys, and all hell breaks loose. This biker classic also stars Larry Bishop, the Devil's Eight, and the Savage Seven, Jordan Rhodes, Mr. Majestic, and Billy McKinney, Deliverance, and the Gauntlet. And Jean Marie Ingalls is in this as well, who is later in The Single Girls with Claudia Jennings. And it's 86 minutes, high definition. This is the hell run that you make alone, down a gauntlet of violence and a war for survival against the Cycle Freaks and the Dune Buggy Straits. Dawn Stroud, Luke Askew, Larry Bishop, and Tyne Daly, or Daly, Angel Unchained. And then I was happy to see that Scorpion also got a deal going with MGM for a bunch of other cult movie titles, and the other ones they first announced besides Angel Unchained was Robot Holocaust, the old MST 3K favorite that was shown on Comedy Central's first season episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000, and has a slipcase with newly commissioned artwork, which is just okay. This is one of those movies that went straight to home video VHS tape for its American release and then got shown on Mystery Science Theater 3000, but I heard it played in theaters overseas back in the 80s, but never was shown in theaters here, and then MGM got the rights to the non-MST 3K version and showed it on their MGM HD channel, so MGM's been sitting on an HD master for a while and finally licensed it out to Scorpion. In the not-so-distant future, mankind is facing uncertainty in the rubble of the destruction in New York. Powerful robots have taken over the world, poisoning the air and making humans their slaves. One man, Neo, and his robot Clayton will take on giant worms, flesh-eating mutants, killer robots, and the evil power of the Dark One in a desperate battle to reclaim Earth for the human race. As special features, brand new on-camera interview with co-star Jennifer DeLora. It says Wizard Video presents a Tyson Entertainment production, Robot Holocaust. So it's one of those Charles Band productions. Stars Norris Kulf, Nadine Hart, Joel von Ornsteiner, Jennifer DeLoria, Andrew Howarth, and Angelica Jagger as Valeria. And she's that evil lady that works for the robot Dark One. That sounds like she's saying, Dark One. And on Mystery Science Theater 3000, they were all saying, oh, it sounds like you have a piece of heart candy in your mouth. Or maybe they said hard candy. But this is in color. It's not rated since it was never put out in theaters. It would probably be PG. Or it might be PG-13 if it got a rating, because there's some skin in this. It's edited by Barry Zetland, director of photography Arthur D. Marks, produced by Cynthia D. Poller, and written and directed by Tim Kincaid. And I believe he's one of those gay porn directors that moved away from pornography and started doing more mainstream movies. This color 1987 and 79 minutes, not rated English, in 1080p high definition widescreen 1.85. Special features may not be rated closed captioned or in high definition. And there's probably some trailers on here as well. I believe there's trailers for other MGM titles that Scorpion's going to be doing mainly through Ronin Flicks, but I heard some of them, like this one, they're starting to sell this one on Amazon.com, so this one isn't exclusive to Ronin Flicks anymore, besides being sold on Dial Leak DVD for overseas customers. So, kind of wish that Jean Marie Ingalls had done an interview for this. I know she was interviewed on Crag Live a while back, but she didn't participate for this Blu-ray release at all. And I think any trailer for this one's rare. I think there might be a VHS trailer on dailymotion.com. And then, finally, from Scorpion releasing and Ronin Flicks, originally going to be Code Red release, but Scorpion took it over. It's the long-awaited deluxe edition of Dario Argento's opera on 3 discs. And, yeah, Ronin Flicks always seems to do these weird Scream Factory-like cover arts. It's not that pretty, but under this it has that artwork, and it's got the original artwork on the reverse side. So, read a little bit on the back before I can recap. When young opera singer Betty Christina Marcilach, Every Time We Say Goodbye, takes over the leading role in an avant-garde presentation of Verdi's Macbeth, she triggers the madness of a crazed fan who repeatedly forces her to watch the brutal murders of her friends. Will her recurring childhood nightmare hold the key to the identity of the psychopath, or does an even more horrific evil lay waiting in the wings? Legendary horror maestro Dario Argento, Deep Red, Suspiria, Inferno, and Tenebrae delivers a savagely stunning thriller featuring some of the most shocking sequences of his entire career. Featuring some of the most shocking sequences of his entire career. Also starring Ian Charleson, Chariots of Fire, Urbano Barberini, Demons, Daria Nicolodi, Shock and Deep Red, and William McNamara, Copycat. This dazzling masterpiece soars to untold heights of terror with a brand new 2K scan. So, special features, brand new 2K scan with over 45 hours of exclusive extensive color correction, and it's in 3 presentations: the 2.35 by 1 Super 35 version, and a 1.78 by 1 version, and then the US Orion Pictures cut, but it doesn't say what type of widescreen format that's in. I'm assuming it's in either 2.35 or it's in 1.78, like one of the other 2 cuts. You get on-camera interviews with director Dario Argento, stars Urbano Barberini, William McNamara, William McNamara, Coralina Cataldi Tassoni, and Barbara Cupisti, and composer Claudio Simonetti, screenwriter Franco Ferrini, blah 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 blah. It's a bunch of people. You get audio commentary with film historian Nathaniel Thompson, audio commentary with film historian Troy Howarth, and much more. Video 1080p high definition widescreen 2.35, and I'm guessing that's the main theatrical cut. And then audio's in English stereo and Italian with English subtitles translated from the Italian track, and English 5.1, and then a bonus cans English dub. Color 1989, but I thought this had been in Italy in 1987 and didn't get to the US till 1991. and it's 107 minutes, not rated. Blu-ray producers Walter Olson and Nathaniel Thompson. Disc authoring by Jim Kunz. Dual layered for maximum viewing enjoyment. English stereo audio has been cleaned up to remove as much of the echo sound as possible. Region A locked. Well, it's copyrighted in 1989. 2.35 anamorphic widescreen and 1.78 anamorphic widescreen. So Dario Argento's opera. And that artwork kind of makes it look like The Dark Crystal and Labyrinth, which were both Jim Henson Muppet productions. Nothing too scary on the back, other than it looks like that guy's got a bloody forehead. And you see a guy lighting a match. He's got a bloody forehead, and then you see, looks like just a drawing of Raven. So, now to do a recap. So first up, in this big box, I got 2 DVD sets from Shout Factory. Fantasy Island, the complete second season, and Tales of the Gold Monkey, the complete series. So this box was pretty big, just to hold these 2 little DVD sets. And then from Amazon Prime, 3 Warner Archive Hanna-Barbera manufactured on demand cartoon DVD sets. The original Herculoids, the complete series 2-disc set. And then The New Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, the complete series. And then to top that off, Space Stars, late 70s, early 80s animated Saturday morning cartoon series featuring Space Ghost, the Herculoids, Astro and the Space Mutts, and Teen Force. So there's Tales of the Gold Monkey and Fantasy Island Season 2 from Shout Factory. Let me put this camera down. Here we go. Give you a better look at the cartoon DVDs I got. Herculoids, the complete series, The New Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, complete series. And then Space Stars, the complete series, with Space Ghost, Herculoids, Astro and the Space Mutts, and Teen Force. You know, the same Astro from the Jetsons. And then from Ronin Flicks, 3 Blu-rays that Scorpion Releasing put out. 2 are from MGM, the MGM vaults. The Blu-ray edition of the Biker Gang action adventure drama Angel Unchained. This is the hell run that you make alone. That's what it says on top of it. And then I got the Blu-ray edition, the non-Mystery Science Theater 3000 version of Robot Holocaust. It's been on MGM HD. And then the previously announced Code Red title, but now Scorpion releasing title through Ronin Flicks, the deluxe edition 3-disc set of Dario Argento's opera. And with these Ronin Flicks exclusives with the slipcover, they're doing more of that Scream Factory-like comic book cover, newly commissioned art, so it's nothing that great, but they give you the original artwork on the reverse side underneath those slipcovers. So the 3 Blu-rays on top are Scorpion titles from Ronin Flicks, and then 3 Warner Archive cartoon DVD sets, well, New Adventures of Huckleberry Finn's, part animated and part live action. Those are all manufactured on demand discs, these Hanna-Barbera collection titles, and then just 2 TV show box sets so far from Shout Factory, Tales of the Gold Monkey, the complete series, and then all 25 episodes of Season 2 of Fantasy Island. So, yeah, I've been doing this for 42 minutes or so now, so poor doggy only has one eye. He's got a patch over an eye. Remember one episode they gave him a new eye, and they took the patch off for one episode. Complete second season. So that's all I had to show off for part 3 of my DVD and Blu-ray update. Finally getting back to some Blu-ray movies of some horror and cult movie classics. So next time, hopefully I'll get my other 2 packages from Shout Factory, and I'll have more Blu-rays to show off some drive-in and cult movie classics, and I have one more TV-related animated DVD to show off that'll be coming soon from Amazon Prime, and that'll be it for April. So I'm Tim, and thank you for watching my DVD and Blu-ray update part 3 for April 2019. Keep an eye out for part 4 coming soon to my YouTube channel. I'm Tim.